Hello everyone, today we are going to learn about instrumentation amplifier. Instrumentation amplifiers are used in monitoring and controlling of physical quantities. Physical quantities are like temperature, humidity and light intensity. Then we require transducer. Transducer is a device which can convert one form of energy into another, and it is used to sense and deliver the required information in the form of an electrical quantity such as voltage, current or resistance. Okay. The signal sent to the preamplifier stage for initial amplification, and after further amplification and processing, it is passed to the stages such as meters, oscilloscopes, charts, memories and magnetic recorders. So, overall if you draw the block diagram of the system, in that first required first required block is transducer, which converts one minute. I will draw some big block. So, transducer which convert your physical quantity into electrical quantity, but output of this transducer is very low. So, we want to increase this voltage or current, right. So, for that we require amplifier stage. So, here amplifier stage is there, and after amplification it will given to the indicator. Indicator may be your oscilloscope, then charts, meters or magnetic recorders, like that. Okay. So, for running this or for driving these indicators we require some voltage level, and that voltage level is not present at the output of transducer. So, for that we require amplifier. Okay. So, amplifier is used here is instrumentation amplifier. So, from this block diagram we will come to know that where instrumentation amplifier is used. Then major function of instrumentation amplifier is precise amplification of low level output signal of the transducer, and is widely used in applications where low noise, low thermal drift, high input impedance and accurate closed loop gains are required. So, there are many commercially available instrumentation amplifier ICs such as AD521, AD524 and AD624. Okay. And these are manufactured by Analog Devices. Then we are using instrumentation amplifier, right. So, what are the requirements of this amplifier circuit? So, requirements for instrumentation amplifiers are more rigid than that of general purpose amplifiers. For example, first feature or requirement is high gain accuracy, means that circuit should have gain accuracy, high gain accuracy. Second, high CMRR, high CMRR. Then third point is high gain stability, high gain stability. Then fourth requirement is low DC offset, low DC offset, and fifth is low output impedance. So, these are the requirements of instrumentation amplifier, or you can say like that these are the features of instrumentation amplifier. So, instrumentation amplifiers basic circuit is nothing but the difference amplifier. Difference amplifier we have seen in previous videos. Difference amplifier is nothing but the subtractor. Okay. So, in the subtractor again I am revising that diagram. So, in the subtractor two inputs are applied at inverting and non-inverting terminal. So, here suppose I am applying input with these resistors to inverting and non-inverting terminal. So, at inverting terminal there is V2, at non-inverting terminal there is V1. 3 registers are used. So, here is R3, here is R4, then R1 and then RF. Then RF. So, what will be the VO here? VO is the difference of two inputs. So, what is the gain for that? So, if we solve this and if we consider one condition that R1 by R2 is equal to R3 by R4, if we consider R1 by R2 is equal to R3 by R4, then we can write like this: VO equal to R2 upon R1 into V1 minus V2. Okay. So, this is the basic difference amplifier which amplifies the difference between two inputs with this R2 by R1. The differential amplifier discussed above has its input impedance value limited by the value of resistor R1. So, gain of differential amplifier, difference amplifier is decided by overall term R2 by R1, which restricts the high value of R1. This limitation is overcome by use of voltage follower at which place? At this place, if we apply voltage follower, then our problem can be solved. Which problem? Value of R1. Value of R1 restricts high gain values, right. So, we can use voltage follower there. Then also this has the disadvantage that gain of amplifier cannot easily change, as all are fixed resistors as well as voltage follower is there. So, gain of this circuit cannot be changed. So, we will provide one resistor which is variable resistor, and with that variable resistor we can vary the gain of the circuit. Hence, a circuit with the possibility of gain adjustment by use of single resistor is preferable for instrumentation applications involving very low voltage of the order of microvolts and common mode signals existing between input terminals. Okay. So, here we will first go for circuit diagram of instrumentation amplifier. So, basic circuit diagram of instrumentation amplifier we will draw, which is used with the voltage followers with difference amplifier. So, suppose I am drawing this diagram. So, here 3 op amps we are using. Okay. Then to these 3 op amps always put this sign minus plus, do not forget that, otherwise there is no use of that circuit diagram, it will be wrong. So, inverting amplifier, here one thing you have to always keep in mind, here always input is applied to which terminal? Non-inverting terminal. So, always draw this V1 and V2 to these terminals. Okay. So, here we can apply non-inverting input. So, this is Vy, this is Vx, okay, and these two inputs are connected like this with the one resistor, this one, which one? R4, then R5, which is variable resistor, R5, then this one another resistor which is again R4, same value, that is why same name is there. Then this one R1, previous difference amplifier, same diagram. Here we are considering R1 equal to R2, then here input goes to inverting non-inverting terminal. There is one another resistor which is grounded, R3 is equal to RF, okay, and then here R1 we are applying. Okay. So, here in the feedback again one resistor is there, this is difference amplifier. So, output is there and this is RF. So, this is the circuit diagram of instrumentation amplifier. So, here op amp A1, op amp A2, op amp A3. Okay. So, this stage of voltage followers is nothing but the first stage, and this voltage, this difference amplifier stage is the second stage. So, what we have to do? We have to first calculate the gain of first stage, then we have to calculate gain of second stage, and then overall gain will be multiplication of these two gains. Okay, this is the main funda behind this. So, here we are applying input, and at the output suppose you are getting Vz volt and here we are getting Vt volts. Okay. So, first of all we will derive what will be the Vz and what will be the Vt. So, to begin with the derivation, consider the first stage here A1, A2 are treated as two separate differential amplifiers. Okay. So, output voltage Vz and Vt for these two op amps A1 and A2 can be found by applying superposition theorem. By applying superposition theorem. So, for this theorem we have to keep one source grounded and calculate output. Again whatever you have grounded, make it as a input, keep another one grounded and calculate output. So, by combination of these two voltages, your output Vz is there. So, for calculation of Vz, I will break this circuit into two diagrams so that you will understand it properly. So, suppose I am using this color for first calculation of Vz, okay, and then we will calculate Vt. So, here diagram is, suppose this is first op amp ka diagram. So, A1 here we are applying plus here we will draw diagram first stage op amp A1, this is plus, this is minus. Okay. So, Vx is applied here and here we have feedback resistor R4 which is connected like this, then R4, then there are two resistors in the diagram, first is R5, second is R4 and this is grounded. Sorry, this is Vt, in the diagram it is Vt, this is Vt. Now, we want to calculate Vz first, Vz. Okay. Compare with this diagram, if you see this is Vz, Vt is applied here from this place, okay. Then Vx is applied from this place. So, two inputs are applied and we have to calculate here Vz. So, for calculation of Vz, first make Vt grounded. So, first we will make this ground and calculate output voltage. So, when we make this ground, this Vx we are applying as plus terminal, that means this one is the non-inverting amplifier. So, non-inverting amplifier gain can be calculated by 1 plus Rf upon R1, right. So, here feedback resistor is nothing but the R4 and R1 is nothing but the R4 plus R5, R4 plus R5 into this is Vx. So, this is the output, that is Vz when your Vt is grounded. Okay. Now by superposition theorem we have to change this, Vx should be grounded and Vt will be applied. So again I am changing this, here I am applying Vt and here I am make it as a ground. Now what will be the Vz? Now here input is applied at which terminal? Inverting terminal. That means your circuit is inverting amplifier. So what will be the formula for inverting amplifier? That is minus Rf by R1. Okay. So here Rf is R4. So minus R4 upon R4 plus R5 into V, what is that input? Vt. Okay. So this is your Vz. Now similarly you have to calculate another input of first stage, that is Vt. So for calculation of Vt, again I am drawing this part. For calculation of Vt I am drawing here this part. Okay. So here yes, next part is, suppose next part I am taking for calculation of Vt. So circuit diagram is plus, here is plus minus, input is here Vy and here feedback resistor is R4. Okay. So this is R4, this is R5, this is R4, R5, R4 and this is Vz, Vz. So what will be the output here? That is Vt. Okay. So again we have to apply superposition theorem. So for superposition theorem I am making this first Vz ground. Okay. As Vz is grounded, this circuit becomes non-inverting amplifier. So Vt is equal to output because of Vy will be 1 plus R4 upon R4 plus R5 into Vy. Okay. Now I am again avoiding removing this ground sign and here I am applying ground, means output because of Vz. So it will be what? It is what? It is non-inverting amplifier. Inverting amplifier, because input is applied to inverting terminal. So it is minus Rf by R1. Rf is R4 upon R4 plus R5 into Vz, because we are applying Vz. So this will become our equation number 2 and here our equation number 1. So 2 voltages we got from this at Vz and Vt. Now what is the Vzt? Vzt is nothing but Vz minus Vt. So do subtraction of these 2 voltages and finally here you will get 2R4 plus R5 divided by R4 plus R5 into Vx minus Vy plus R4. I am taking common terms out, that is why directly I have written here, that is Vz minus Vt. Okay. So for shortcut purpose I am considering Vx minus Vy is Vxy. So here we can write it again, 2R4 plus R5 divided by R4 plus R5 into Vxy plus R4 upon R4 plus R5 into Vzt. Okay. Now calculate the gain of this first stage. So gain is what? Vzt. Gain is what? Vzt divided by Vxy. If you look at this diagram, you will get gain. Gain is what? First stage Vzt divided by Vxy. y. Okay. So, I am taking the ratio of that. So, it will be Vz by Vxy equal to 2R4 plus R5 divided by R5. This is the gain of first stage. Now, what is the gain of second stage? Second stage is the difference amplifier. So, directly we can write VO by Vzt equal to Rf by R1. Okay, that we have seen in the very first point, that is difference amplifier gain is Rf by R1. So, now your overall gain is equal to multiplication of gain of first stage into gain of second stage. So, first stage is what here? This one. Second stage is this one. So, multiply these two. So, 2R4, it will be 2R4 plus R5 divided by R5 into Rf by R1. Okay. So, finally, you will get 1 plus 2R4 by R5 into Rf by R1. So, this is the overall gain of instrumentation amplifier, okay, which is very much important for your exams. There may be question for 10 marks. Derive the expression for instrumentation amplifier, and here your gain can be varied by using R5. We can use potentiometer, so that we can vary the gain of instrumentation amplifier. So, in this way we have completed instrumentation amplifier analysis. Okay. See you in next lecture. Thank you.